All right, so I put together some 8 best practices to win listing presentations that I've gathered from some of the top listing agents I work with. Number 1, you want to demonstrate your knowledge, right? Do demonstrate your knowledge. I think it's important. Now this is different than, right? Notice how I didn't say tell your knowledge or share your knowledge. This is demonstrating your knowledge. I think this comes through in the listing presentation when we talk about relevant content and we're talking about value proposition. One of the first things you should have did this year is put together a business plan. And in that business plan, you should have identified your value proposition. I think it's important for every single real estate agent to understand their value proposition that you bring to consumers. It can't be, there can't be 10 agents that have the same value proposition. Your value proposition should be unique to you and your business. Okay? Don't just present. Make it very interactive. Right? Don't just walk in there with a cookie cutter presentation. I think every presentation should be tailor-made to their clients, and the more you do that, right, the more you make it personal, the more relevant content comes through on that, and the more listings that you'll actually get. Do share your stats. So this is where it comes down to some of the technology and decisions you've made in your business. So think about the tools and technology you have in your business. You probably think I'm talking about sharing your stats of how many homes you've actually sold and listed. And that could be, but I'm also talking about some of the stats that you bring as far as your business. How many consumers and buyers and traffic do you have to your website? Because one of the things, what is one of the things that your seller wants to know? How are you going to market my house, and how are you going to close my house or sell my house faster? And so I think one of the things that you should walk into, and hopefully you have a website that you can track some of this, and I'll show you how we help clients do this at Market Leader, but you should have a website that tracks the analytics. How much traffic comes to your website? How many people out of that traffic actually look at that type of home, right? And what type of areas are people looking on your website? I think those stats really speak volumes to consumers today, and really if you want to blow away your seller and really impress them, then you should have some of those analytics to provide for them, and I'll show you how to do that. Don't be afraid about talking about commission. So I'm very, very passionate about this, and I talk to some agents that have no problem discounting, right? Oh, I'll discount, I just want business. I think there's a confidence level here. And I feel very passionate about this. Like I said, I think you have to have the confidence that you have morals and values in your business. And your business, and this is, again, hopefully you've taken time to understand your value proposition, because there should be no discounts. Your business is what it is. You have built your business. This is the value that you provide to your business. And I think you should lay out, here's the things that you get when you hire me as your agent. These are the things that you get. This is the value you get. If these things aren't important, then yes, I'm probably not a fit with you, right? Not every consumer is a fit. If a consumer is just looking for the best deal, I probably necessarily would not work with that consumer. Because when a consumer hires me, I'm providing every single thing. I don't cut any corners. I'm going the extra mile. I talk a lot about 212 degrees and providing 212 degrees of service. I go that extra degree. And so, and again, you think back, like how you shop in the store. Did you know most consumers, over 65% of consumers, are more likely to buy a brand name product even though it's more expensive than a non-brand name? Why? Because it's value perceived. We automatically, in our head, perceive a higher value for a brand name, and so we are willing to pay more for that. We're okay, because there's a value perceived there. And what I'm saying is your business, right, your business and your brand, there should be a value perceived there, and it's how you carry yourself. It's how you show relevant content, right? It's how you showcase that value proposition. All right, do highlight your communication skills. What I mean by this is there's not, talking by phone or one-on-one conversation is not the only way to communicate. I think you have to be open to communication skills, and I think you need to highlight this. Whether it's texting, whether it's instant messaging, whether it's emails, it doesn't necessarily have to be a face-to-face conversation or a phone conversation. Be empathetic. Like this is one of the largest decisions that your consumers will come across. Show your enthusiasm. This is an exciting time for them. Sometimes it's so exciting it's overwhelming. Okay? And do remember that listening is more important than speaking, obviously. Right? We must listen to what they're saying in order to put the right service in front of them.